Hi, folks. Welcome back. The year has already thrown us a curve, as we all know, working from home on Friday and on Monday. Hopefully that will be it, but we need to be ready. So what I want to do right now in this bell ringer video is I want to offer you a couple of tips on how to engage using Google Classroom and what to do with the new textbook and how we're managing that. Okay, you've been a lot of help being flexible as we're trying to negotiate this new stuff. And obviously, we'd like to be in class every day, but it really was kind of tough that we were just kind of getting acquainted to these resources. A few of you folks seem to have some trouble, and I want to make sure that everybody knows what to do. And remember, your answer here at the bell ringer is to give us 2 tips that will be got in this video that's going to help you use Google Classroom better. First off, take a look. This is an example from Friday. I had 4 sequential things placed on you, and you'll notice sometimes they get scrambled, but they're all numbered in order. Follow the number that they're in order. Generally, we start off with a bell ringer, and then we have activities. So you start with 1, and you work your way through 4. So that's the first. I guess the first tip is you have to get on Google Classroom, and the second tip is follow the activities sequentially. So you take a look at this one, and we're running a little bit slow here, is I ask you folks to, how would the beginning of farming drive human societies to more complex patterns of organizing? So that's the question that you were looking at for the bell ringer. I'll grade these sometimes I won't, but we always need to do them. They are ways to help us focus on the big pictures of what we're trying to get done in class. So you start with the bell ringer, and the bell ringer generally draws you to the big idea that we're presenting in class. Now, 2, it says watch the assigned video. This was an activity, and again, on these activities, you have to click them open, and that was a short video like the one you're seeing here, and you have to, in this case, you had to answer a question. Again, please follow those in order and follow the directions. Don't race and don't have your focus half on this class. Imagine you're in the classroom and working on this. So you do number 2. Okay, you can see that some of you folks haven't gotten to that yet. 3, there was a quiz using SAVVAS. SAVVAS has been a little bit tricky for us, and I know a couple of things I'm seeing, and from what I'm hearing from you guys, is the notebook is not reliable. We found some activities spin but don't provide us what we're looking for. But we're going to work through that. But for right now, what I've been looking for and I expect to see is that you've done the reading thoroughly and that you have gone about the process of doing the quiz. What I think we're going to try to do later on is we're going to probably use that paperback book and have you upload a picture of the answers to the questions. That might be a little bit easier, less glitchy for us to be able to come up with a reliable pattern. And the more we kind of get in those habits of doing things, then you'll get used to it. It'll be easier to do. So again, please follow all those activities. I really appreciate it too. With the technology, I've gotten some emails from you when you had some trouble. That's been very helpful. So please make sure to continue to email me if you have any problems. And for these next week or two, as we negotiate through SAVVAS, I'm not taking off points for being late. If we have some technology issues, we're working through them. But my hope is that by the end of this coming week, we have it working smooth enough where I could post something, I have a due date, you get it done. Otherwise, I'll be calling you in at Lunch Plus or during WIN, whatever time we have set for mediations, and we'll be working with you then. And 4, you can see here the lesson 3, civilization begins. You know that's going to be the assignment that's due today on Monday. So I'll direct you to go back and finish an assignment that was posted the day before. So you take a look at what we're doing today. Add the bell ringer, which includes this video answering the question. You have to finish that civilization begins. That reflects you guys to go back to what we did on Friday and take the quiz. And then thirdly, I'm asking you to answer these questions about the beginning of civilization. That's a written assignment. You could use the online text for that. Okay, folks? So if you want to do those 3 things in order, and hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday. That's my plan as far as I know for right now. And we'll just clarify. And if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Okay, don't forget the bell ringer. What are 2 or 3 tips we've talked about today on being successful with Google Classroom? And then follow through to number 2 and 3. Okay, good luck.